Let's see if it's working. Can we not right now? External device. I would just like to view my own stream, but instead you're being a butt. An absolute penis. So I can't see if my mic's actually working. If it is working, hello, hi. It's been a minute. Let's see, we're gonna play online. And if it's not working, then I will go F myself. Let me see. Alright. Test. Alright, cool. Oh, it's been a minute. Depression's a bitch. Depression's a bitch. But we're back today, and we're gonna do some of the Dex missions. So, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna have a good time. I don't know, I didn't really have any rant to go on today, or nothing like that. I'm just kinda here.
It's like half the racers on the street don't even remember what we've done for the city.
So, let's say, I'll pick a car. I'll knock a car down to where it matches with the Dex missions. Because I've gotten all the Infamous Plus parts again. And everything. So, yeah. I don't know that I want to knock this Civic down to do it. Oh wait, no, that's right, yeah, because I have this bad boy. Completely forgot, in all honesty. Completely forgot that I had it. But here we are. I was playing around with it, so I have no idea what's going on in this thing. But what we will do is knock it down a bit here. We're gonna naturally aspirate this. I think this is the BMW engine from Most Wanted, if I am not mistaken. So it should just be something normal. Let's see, the race was at 250, so we'll put it about there, and then we'll keep it at about 3 bottles of never mind, I don't have enough for the 3 bottles of nitrous. Alright, whatever. I'll try not to use the nitrous too much to begin with. Goodness. So, anywho, we're just gonna sit back, chillax. I may start making my bed or something. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely the Most Wanted engine. I forget what it's called, but it's got that line. You know the one. I'll say, because so when it comes to the Mustang here, technically the best engine for it is that V6, but it just handles funny, and I don't like it, and none of the other engines can get it to 400 plus, so I was like, you know what, I may as well just put that BMW engine in it, call it a day. Oh, it's a 260 race. In that case, let's see if we actually have enough to sell this elite part and then just get the Infamous Plus part. Oh goodness me. Okay, it appears we don't. Do we have anything else that we can... Yes, we do. Coolio. Let's see. Yes. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. The winds blew hot her bow, it down or below, my bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the time is done. Yo, what is up, my dude? How's it hanging, homeboy? I don't know, man. I'm just kind of here today. So what's good? What you got? Because I really don't got much myself. I'm just kind of going through some of the missions. I've already beaten the story and everything. No. Not doing that because I really don't feel like putting it. Okay, that's a river. Don't really feel like putting in that much effort for a 317 race. Nothing much, really bored. That's a big mood. That is a big mood, my guy. Honestly. Like, I guess, you know, everybody's on spring break and they're just kind of like, don't know what to do with themselves because it's been crunch up to now. I'm just gonna assume that you're on some kind of spring break. College or high school or whatever. But at least we got stimmies coming, am I right? What is it, supposed to be like $1,400? I better get it this year. I've been grinding NFS Heat. Honestly, same. I had restarted my campaign once just so I could use it as a starting point for streaming. And yeah, I'm just now getting back to where I was when I restarted myself. So yeah, it's great. Having a good time. Honestly, I don't mind because this time around I can play with some of my friends while I'm offline, because a bunch of them are new to the game and I'm like, hell yeah, let me show you how to play. Let me show you the most dipshit ass backwards way to play. Still slow. Are you talking about me? It's because I'm trying to what's the fucking word? Level match with the race. I'm not here to fucking sweat the game. It's an arcade racer. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I mean, sure, I could buy the McLaren, or I could use that Porsche RSR, but it's just not as fun. I like the variety of having, like, a fuck ton of cars. Oh, you're slow? Oh. Dude, honestly, it's just whatever. You can play however you want. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you can still race against the AI. You know, it doesn't... It's not even that hard to do it if you're not good at racing games to level up and everything. It just takes a minute, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I'll say, like, you can really just do, like, night mode, one level at a time, stuff like that. Because it'll make it easier on you. Although, like I said, pro tip, buy that, it's the 73 Porsche RSR, and then you're going to want, it's one of the flat 6 engines. It's one of the fastest cars in the game. You can gap people so hard in that sumbitch. You really can. And it's, you can get it at like starting level 14. It's so easy. I'll say, me personally, I like the muscle cars more. I'm not much for the European. Yeah, I'm like Rep 32. Oh yeah, you can definitely get that Porsche. I don't remember how much it is, but You can do that. Some of the good ones, let me see. I think the Audi R8, you could probably get it. And it's definitely really good. You don't even have to engine swap it, and it's phenomenal. Like, I have one of my friends that I play with, complete shitter. Absolute dog water at racing games. But you know, in the Audi, he can at least keep up with the rest of us. So it's great. Although, like I said, honestly, just play it however you want, though. Like, what car do you normally use? Well, what's your favorite so far? Because, like, I'm kind of curious. Because with as many high-end cars that I see online, because at the high-level races, you only see, like, 2 or 3 different cars. We should play sometime. Do you play on PlayStation? And you don't know your fave?
You haven't beat me yet.
You know, I'd probably do better if I'd actually pay attention to my game. I'd probably do way better if I paid attention to the game. Yes sir, PS4. Hell yeah. At least you don't play it on PC. God forbid you play racing games on a keyboard. That shit, that's ass. I've tried it, it's garbo. Alright, last lap. Of course I want the lead, I have to progress. Alright, here we go. And goodbye. Oh, never mind. So just back up, let me win, I got this. You're just AI, it's all good. And alright, easy peasy. Easy peasy. I have to go to the dentist, then I can play it. I don't know how to react to that because I just got back from the dentist. And remember, floss your teeth. My dentist has been getting me onto me for years about that, and now they're saying I'm starting to get gingivitis. So, yeah, it's fun. Floss your goddamn teeth, okay? Listen, you can LOL all you want, but dental hygiene is a serious thing. Okay? Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, and, I don't know, fuck. I'm like the worst person to ask, like, hygiene advice about. I dump, like, 4 monsters a day. I mean, granted, I also take, like, 2 showers a day, but still. I'm like the worst person when it comes to like taking care of your body. I'm the kind of dude to just like melt shredded cheese on a plate. Pfft, okay, Dad, you're goddamn right. I am a father. I have many children. That all stems back to a joke starting in high school. Long story short, I am Tuba Dad. Hello, hi. I own that shit. It's mine. Alright. Time to do another one of these. So where's the milk? Dude, I have it right here. Are you kidding? Do you not hear me talking to you? You have found me. It is I. I'm not going anywhere anymore. I'm more like the stepdad, okay? I brought home milk, okay? It may be only 2%, but I got like 3 gallons of it. I got you. Okay? We all know how biological dads are. I'm fucking stepdad, yo. I'm adopting. Alright? You're now one of my children, obviously. That's how it works. That's how adoption works. You don't need no papers. You just need to verbally claim a child. Obviously. Should not be 5'10" for my age. Bitch, I'm 6'3". Fuck you mean. Height ain't got nothing to do with it. Ain't got nothing to do with it. Alright, dirt mission. We're gonna switch to the ultimate off-road vehicle. The police car. Lamau. Alright, listen, if you're gonna say Lamau, you do not need to have an ass then, okay? That shit needs to be... It needs to have physically fallen off, okay? You will no longer be able to sit down. Do not come at me with that. That's not how this works. Understand?
Hope you got that part ready.
Remember, no prizes for showing up.
This thing is such a fucking monstrosity.
We'll see.
The amount of serotonin that this Firebird gives me for no apparent reason is great. It looks so fucking disgusting, and I love it.
Come on, let's race like it's our last.
Don't hurt me, I gotta go now. Dude, I don't care, just come and go as you please. If I say, have fun, don't jerk when they start poking you with the needle. What other advice can I give you other that I haven't already given you? Wrap your tool, don't be a fool. That's a good one. God damn it, that's a checkpoint.
I know it's off-road, but stay on the track.
Fuck your track. Ain't you ever heard of Rally Raid? Speaking of Rally Raid, the Crew 2. I want to like that game so much, but I just hate the driving physics.
Pick it up.
Also, I love how she's talking about might want to pick it up, and I'm just like zooming straight to first. Seriously though, that phrase is bothering me. Don't hurt me, I gotta go. Like, why would I hurt you?
Too far.
Like,
I'm right behind you.
it's, you gotta go, you gotta go. It's not gonna hurt me. It's not gonna hurt nobody else, you just gotta go. If I say you got things to do, you're a busy person.
Middle of the pack won't cut it.
Roshni, shut the fuck up. You are in the middle of the pack. You have no fucking room to talk.
I'm taking the L
Shit.
on this one.
Ow. Fuck. Lizzie Blake.
Only lead from the front.
Yeah, and guess what? I've got a Corvette V8 under the hood of this sumbitch. I got this. So you think I'm going to make a police interceptor and not have it be quick?
Setting the standard once again.
Come on, son.
While you're here,
Come on, son. Alright. finish first. Woo! 21,000. Because that's going to do me a whole lot of good. I should probably get me some food. Should probably make there's a lot of things I should
The
do.
part's waiting for you at the garage.
Got any more I can take off your hands?
Not right now. I'm going off comms. Getting word someone's looking for us. We're gonna ease off just for a little while. I'm not done with you yet.
I still think that Colorado that she's got looks dumb as fuck. I just don't like it. Of course, I don't like single cab trucks in general. They just kind of look anemic. Like, I understand that the engine won't be anemic, but just like the look of it, just where did the chassis go? Where did the body go, bruh? And then we're gonna do one of those, and while it's loading, I'm gonna start making my bed because that needs to be done because oh boy. Alright. It's got such a heavy engine too when it revs. It's just... I love it, but at the same time, Now this one, we're gonna go with our normal drift machine, the good old Bel Air. Because the Bel Air is really good. I kind of want to make a road going version, or like a race version of it, to see if that's just as good as the drift version is here. Cause like, and this may just be me and the janky ass way I drift, but it feels really nice. Like, I know that the RX-7 is the best drift machine in the game, but still.
Great steering.
Hold up. Have I not upgraded this? This feels more anemic than usual. I'm gonna have to retune this, I feel like. Or maybe I'm just out of practice.
Not forgetting that one anytime soon.
It's probably more due to the fact that I'm out of practice. I've been playing Far Cry 5 again. Just for me. I'll say, this is my second playthrough of Far Cry 5. It's probably not relevant enough to really play solo anyway. But like, I'm doing it on the infamous difficulty to begin with here. Or whatever the New Game Plus hardest difficulty is. And like, I'm not ready for that kind of commitment in Jacob's territory. Because the CQC test looking thing that he's got in there, that's annoying as hell, at least for me, because I'm kind of bad at shooters. Like, I'm okay on mouse and keyboard, but on controller, it's always just kind of felt janky to me. Ow. So, I don't know.
This is too good.
I thought Wayne says, this is too good, while I'm actively bursting through fences. Dude, the drift events are so easy in this game.
Hold it on well.
They're... I don't know, I wish there was just like... You know how time trial mode you can go like directly against other people's scores to to where it even shows you a ghost of other people. I kind of wish they had that for the drift events, where it shows like their high score, and like if you beat the base high score you can still get the money and all that, kind of the same way that they have their time trial set up. But like, I want that. I want it to where I can see a ghost whenever I'm doing the drift event, so I can see what course they're taking, what car they're using, instead of just like the normal scoreboard deals that they have on all of the events.
Gotta keep that focus.
Wayne, shut up. I'm being chased by a cop in the most ill-prepared vehicle to do so. I don't even have nitrous. The only advantage that I have is the fact that I'm running race fuel. Oh hey, it's the mall. Sick. So maybe I have a chance of getting away from the cops now. Maybe. Oh, I don't know how well this thing actually motherfucker. No, no. Thank God. Oh, I would have lost my shit.
We're back. I found the back in action.
Oh, come on. Yes. Alright, cool. And now I can just drift around here until they're done.
I want that driver found. No excuses.
Think you lost him.
Alright. Nope. Alright. Parting gift. Personally, one of my favorite Hero Edition vehicles is, and as soon as I get to it, although I'm sure that this isn't a spoiler anymore, it's been how long since this game came out, but it's still one of my personal favorites. It's this bad boy.
No shame in losing to a better driver.
You sure about that?
I'm trying to be gracious here. Seriously. Didn't think driving could ever match what I had on the slopes. You showed me otherwise. Hope we can do it again sometime.
Pick the track, I'll be there.
I might just do that. By the way, you got something waiting with Lucas. I think you'll like it.
Oh, do I actually have to go back to the garage for it? Oh. Wayne's last wonder completed. Oh, definitely not. Normally I would, but in this case, definitely not. Definitely not. Well, at the very least, that's the drift ones completed.
Tough night. Keep on.
Oh, just now seeing where he says he's 14. I don't know. I guess it's just my ADHD ass. I don't remember that I'm 14 being there a second ago. I mean, 5'10" at 14, I can honestly say that I've known people taller at that age when I was that age too. I mean, I wasn't that tall at that age. I was fucking short. I hit a hella growth spurt. But I knew people who were dead ass, like 6 foot, 6'3", when they were that age. It was wild. Now, this thing. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. And, well, it does come with its forged version of its own engine, but I'm still pretty sure that this i4 hybrid is the better option than that forged engine. Like, any of those engines, I'm pretty sure that the i4 hybrid is still better. Because of the way hybrid engines are in this game. But yeah, this car is baller as hell. Alright. Now, time to find my Mustang. Yes, I do have a lot of vehicles. I'll probably showcase them at one point or another. Not this second, but maybe a later time. Because my roster of vehicles changes constantly. I only have a few that are like always gonna be there. Namely this Pista. Okay. This Pista is... I love it so much. I love it so much, but it's still not my fastest car, although it's a very, very close second. My fastest car is honestly this one. Okay. I call it Gojira. It's an R32 Skyline. And what makes it my fastest is not because it can accelerate necessarily quickly, but because of how well it handles turns. I've set so many time trial records in this bad boy. And as you can hear, I use that forged RB26 in it. Like, I know that the 4.4 liter is the superior option. But, like, the 4.4 liter, it's going to get you the better stats all the way once it's upgraded. However, the i26, that forged RB26, that handles through turns so much better, and it makes it so much more predictable and lighter, just in general. It's by and large my favorite engine for this car and just in general. And my only complaint is that I can't put it in one of the Mustangs to recreate that one Mustang from Tokyo Drift. I said it. I thought that Mustang was honestly kind of cool. It may have been a bastardized Mustang, but it was still kind of baller what they did. Alright. Time. Okay, we got a new Dex mission at 270. And then we got a new Roshni. Literally right there where I can't select it. There we go. We're gonna do the Dex one first. So we're gonna go to day mode. And while it's loading, I'm gonna work a little bit on making my bed. Because I'm just not an organized person. I'm really bad about that. ADHD is a motherfucker. Let me tell you. Oh.
I've set something up that's a little
That smells
different.
me. I'm gonna have to take a
Figured
shower
we'd
here
pick up
pretty
where we
soon.
left off. I'll be
Do you ever
expecting
just
you.
like... This is gonna sound really weird. But do you ever just like get up in the morning and you're just kind of like, what's that smell? And then you realize that it's you? That's gotta be like one of the worst feelings. That's like gotta be, at least in my opinion. Because it's like, damn, I'm really that... It's like the John Mulaney quote. I've become gross. I've become gross. And there's not a whole lot that I can do about it. I literally take 2 showers in the day. Once after I get up, and once, you know, after I get home from work. And it is just... gross. Hold up. What level is the Dex mission? Oh, I should probably do a little something something to match with it. Yeah, I re-downloaded TikTok. Cause at this point, spyware, what's that? You know? I'm pretty sure that they patched it out, but at this point, if they haven't, I couldn't care less at this point. What information are they gonna get that's gonna actually be relevant from me? That I'm kinky? Like, come on. So we're just gonna waste our money on that bad boy. Alright, to the Dex mission. Here we go. You know what really grinds my gears? This new EPA law that they're putting out. Like, okay, I get it that the performance car modding scene, I get it that it's not good for the environment. But like, they're not even trying to fucking hide that they're putting all these dumbass regulations on like professional race events that already have their own like emissions and regulations and shit. Like this stuff is, for one, it's gonna apply to NASCAR because some of the wording of it was like, if it's based on an actual production vehicle, which, you know, according to NASCAR's rules, it has to be, you know, the National Association of Stock Car Racing, something like that. Stock cars, what it is though, it's stock car racing. You race, you know, cars, or originally it was cars that were bone stock. You know, obviously they're not quite stock now, but they're all the same. It all comes down to skill. But regardless, it's gonna start affecting stuff like that, where it's in an enclosed environment. It's not hurting anybody, you know, aside from the drivers. And that's what gets me. Okay, I get regulating mods for personal use. Like, I can understand that. But not everybody's gonna have access to a race car that costs like hundreds of thousands of dollars, up to like millions of dollars, where you literally have to have corporate sponsorship in order to afford it, like NASCAR, like Indy. But yeah, they're putting regulations on that, on all of that now. And personally, I'd love to see what NASCAR could do with an electric engine. Okay, electric engines are the way of the future. Will I be sad to see combustion engines go? Yes. Am I also sad that they burn dinosaur juice? Also yes. I personally think that we need to find like a way to fully synthesize gasoline. Because E85 ethanol is a good start, but E85 ethanol is also less efficient, creates buildup in the engine, and it's still just an additive to gasoline. You feel me? Like, if we can find a way to synthesize alcohol, like, there was that one episode of Mythbusters where they just put straight moonshine in the engines of vehicles. And granted, it didn't run well, but it still ran. Why don't we use that as a starting point? Because if they ran the way they did in And if I remember correctly, it's been a minute since I've seen that episode. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everything that I'm saying, I haven't researched it in a hot minute. I haven't really looked into it. This is just the opinions of, you know, early Gen Z kid. But, I mean, why don't we look into synthesizing gasoline while we're transitioning over into EVs? I mean, if the big scary corporations like not GM, but like Dodge, or actually it's not even the car manufacturers. The car manufacturers are switching over to EVs. It's the oil companies. We already have synthetic lubricants. Some of those synthetic lubricants are admittedly kind of combustible. Why don't we make synthetic fuels? It can be done. Sure, we may have to modify the current internal combustion engine to do so, but at the end of the day, it'll be better in the long run. Because, you know, moonshine, that's made out of vegetables. You know, ethanol is made out of corn. Why don't we go from there? These oil companies could feasibly transfer, or, you know, kind of transfer their funds and everything over to the new source of fuel. They already have all the liquid containers and everything. I think the most they lose out on is their oil wells and stuff. But they have all the transport stuff and everything. I mean, shoot, they wouldn't even have to get rid of their offshore rigs necessarily. They could use them as platforms and, like, convert them to factories for the new type of fuel. That would honestly be more cost efficient to them, instead of draining the last dregs of fuel and then we end up with a literally we're on the road to Fallout's Great War, minus the Chinese communism and minus the nuclear power that would be great to have right about now. And then I had seen something else about it was Craig Lieberman, the guy from Fast and Furious. I watch his YouTube channel. I love the car stuff that he talks about there. It helps me, you know, like wind down whenever I come home from work. You know, I'll like turn on some YouTube and start playing something easy like Far Cry or something and just start fucking around. But I'll say, I'll watch him. He brought up a good point to where we're trying to switch over to EVs, but California is already basically running at max capacity on electricity. And I'd seen somewhere else, I completely forget where, in all honesty. Like, don't use me as an argument, but use me as, like, something to get you interested in looking into it. I'm not here to inform your research. I'm only here to get you thinking. But think about this. Our power infrastructure was rated to last 50 years. And we're coming up on the 60-year mark of it being in use. And not only that, but it's running at maximum capacity at all times. What was the number? It was like, if 9 of the substations go out across the entire continental United States, the whole country's fucking losing power. The whole country. 9 substations. Now, I don't know about you, but I can think of multiple times, like in the double digits, growing up, where the substation just down the road would shut down due to like a snake getting in there or just general icy weather. if it's that easy to take them down, and it only takes 9 of these fuckers shutting off, what does that say about our country's infrastructure? Especially when it's basically monopolized between, you know, once again, these big ass money loving corporations. Like, fuck. I don't even know the names of some of these, in all honesty. Because that's another thing about America. We're basically ran not by the government, but by the people who pay the government to get bills passed. The lobbyists have more power than the actual people. Because it's all about where the money is. And all the money's in, like, bank accounts in Switzerland. And that's fucking messed up.
I'm nowhere, but you can still make this.
I know. And the worst part is that we've got some of these people so fucking brainwashed that a $1,400 stimulus check just to get our fucking country's economy going again from the anemic ass state it was in. Because nobody has money. It's all in the pockets of like 5 people. And while I don't agree with eating the rich, I do agree that they should share the wealth a little more. Don't just keep investing it in your own company. Invest in the people that you're fucking taking your money from. Because if you keep taking their money, soon enough, they're not gonna have any money left to give to you. The economy isn't just who holds the money. The economy is the circulation of it. Okay. Let's say Jimmy, Bobby, Susie, and Sue. Okay. The 4 of them do a lot of training. Or trading between each of them. You know, goods for services. Well, if Jimmy and Bobby have all the goods, well then, how is little Susie and little Sue gonna have, how are they gonna get by? They can't exactly trade goods for goods, and if they're not skilled, if they don't have any skilled labor to give to fucking parties A and B, Jimmy, Bobby, if they don't have any labor, then they don't have anything to trade. If they don't have any skills, they don't have anything to trade to get the goods from Jimmy and Bobby. But in order to get the skills that they need to trade with Jimmy and Bobby, they need goods to trade in order to get classes and learn those skills. At least in our current economy. And that's where the problem lies. Because it's such a circular, vicious fucking cycle. It's... Boy, I got deep there, didn't I? I'm so sorry. I'm looking for things to talk about, and now I'm starting to sound like an anarchist. I'm not an anarchist. I'm just fucking pissed that our government is not even a government. It's just a fucking puppet of the people who have the money. God damn. There's a collapse coming soon, you mark my words. It's gonna be like the end of Far Cry 5. Okay?
I forgot to say.
Yeah,
nice
it's...
job getting in the lead.
Everybody's so bipartisan that
Let's hope we don't kick yours right
we're
now.
gonna end up in another civil war. And this time, since everybody's so well armed, nobody's gonna fucking make it out. I'll say, we've already had our borders shut down from COVID. I picked the wrong vehicle for this. Fuck it, I'ma commit. No, I'm not. They're gapping me. Quit. Our borders are already shut down due to COVID, which, while I don't think it's as bad as what we've had before, it's not nearly as bad as some of the previous plagues that we've had in our nation's history, like smallpox and polio. However, it's still something new that needs to be taken seriously. At least until we understand it more and we have an easier way to treat it. Okay? Because keep in mind, smallpox, you haven't heard anything about it because a vaccine came out for it.
To say, nice job getting in the league.
And kicking Mercer's ass.
And
Let's hope we don't kick yours right now.
now, we're at a point where we're basically repeating the 1920s with, what was it, Spanish flu? Where people would refuse to wear masks. And I know I've seen some of those, like, physical copies of, like, these old-ass anti-mask signs. And where they're saying the exact same shit, like, word for word. And I mean, granted, it could have been fake. But there are definitely accounts of people doing the same exact shit that they did now. Where the government, where they were like, hey, wear a gauze mask to slow the spread of the Spanish flu. And people were like, no, fuck you. And they would like cut holes in their masks, the same as they're doing now. They'd just wear it under their chin to get by, same as doing it now. They'd leave them on the ground everywhere, just like they're doing it now. They would have protests against stuff like that, just like they're doing now. And you know what happened after everything lifted and Spanish flu was no longer declared a threat? Everybody left their masks and shit in the street. Everybody started going out partying. And, oh, we got somebody here. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, hey, what's up, Dagger? What's good? Sorry, I'm going on a rant right now. Don't mind me. I've been on one because I was just trying to find something to talk about. Right now I'm talking about the similarities between COVID and then the Spanish flu outbreak in 1920, because I may have failed I may have failed my history classes with a D, but I've learned more about history after I graduated than I ever did in school. It's cool. I say, yeah, I'm basically just spouting bullshit that I know I've heard. I highly advocate for doing your own research, but basically we're doing the same exact things we did 100 years ago. And what I'm worried about is whenever COVID is declared a non-threat, like the Spanish flu was. For one, when the Spanish flu was declared a non-threat, everybody went out and they started partying and shit, and STDs got fucking rampant, as well as everybody was leaving their like masks and protective gear in the streets, like littering, clogging sewage systems, and just fucking shit up so much worse than the actual pandemic was. And that's what I'm afraid is gonna happen again. Not to mention we're already on the verge of civil war due to nobody following Abraham Lincoln's advice. You know, he was quoted as, a house divided against itself cannot stand. And we are a house divided against itself. And I think, what was it? Wasn't it George Washington and quite a few of the founding fathers? They were against bipartisan government. And here we are in a bipartisan government. Shit's whack. Shit's like ultra whack. Alright. We are going to the garage. And we're gonna put the last blanket on my bed so I can make it. I got my homemade Snuggie from my grandma. A crocheted, it's basically just a robe, but it's still hella comfortable. Alright. Did we get that free truck? No, we didn't. Alright. Um, see, what all do we got on the map now? We got another Dex mission and another Roshni mission. Oh, we're gonna do that Dex one first. Yeah. I'm gonna get something out of my fridge. I'm hungry. Maybe. Never mind, I don't have anything in my fridge. I got a Mountain Dew with full throttle, though. Because I can't die of starvation if I die of a heart attack first.
Come on up to Rockville and try some hairpin turns.
Alright. Okay, so we've been streaming for about an hour now. Dude, I don't even know at this point. Dagger, did you hear about that EPA? How they're regulating, how they're like coming down on the pollution regulations and everything on aftermarket parts? Because I was just talking about it a minute ago. Oh, wrong vehicle. About to say, if you haven't heard about it, basically, they're throwing some like massive ass fines against any and all companies that do any sort of like delete kits for the pollution control, for like smog control and stuff. Shit's up to like 70 million on an individual basis of like per person buying them, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's based on like they're suing individuals if it doesn't meet certain standards. Right now it's only in California, from what I understand. But, you know, the companies, the easiest way to do it for them is just if one place does it, make that the same for everyone else, and then that way they don't have to do like region-based standards. Because I know specifically there was something about you can't modify a stock vehicle's engine or no, it's exhaust system. It's like you can't modify a stock vehicle's exhaust system. But they've worded it to where it also applies to like race cars, like actual race cars, including like NASCAR. If it's modeled on a normal street car that's on the road now, the exhaust system in something can't be modified to meet pollution standards. So, yeah, I would recommend looking into it for yourself. I forget what the fuck it's called now. But it's complete garbage. My Doge is watching. Oh, your doggo? Tell your doggo he's a good boy. Tell your doggo he's a very good boy. I'll say, here within a month or two, hopefully I'll have my doggos on stream with me because, I'm trying to buy my own house. Ugh. That's been sitting in my fridge for 2 days. Just in a styrofoam cup because it's gas station soda. And let me tell you, it is no longer smooth. At all. I'm almost afraid to know what this engine... I'm almost afraid to know what this engine's gonna sound like with the turbo on it. Lol. Dude, the whine on this... Oh god, I need to adjust the exhaust sound now that it's high performance because it's loud as fuck. I wonder though, since... Oh, Dagger, did you also hear about how GM, they're trying to phase out combustion engine cars in favor of electric vehicles, and they're projected to stop making vehicles with internal combustion engines by like 2035 to 2040. So I'm excited to see what we'll be able to do with electric engines in the next few years. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I'm excited to see what we can do with electric engines within the upcoming decades. But at the same time, holy fuck. I'll say, if we're gonna do electric engines, for one, we need to do like a Fallout and have some kind of battery that's gonna last longer than like 400 miles. Because we've got real opportunities for some like long ass lasting vehicles now. Now that we're not limited to like actual fuel, we can, because dude, we could build vehicles that don't even have to be plugged into a wall to charge. We could literally have a vehicle that charges while you drive by sticking a fucking wind turbine on it. Or we could have vehicles that have solar panels built into like the roof and the outside and that don't actually look like shit. I'm looking at you, Top Gear. It's like an old ass Top Gear episode if I'm not mistaken. It was some show. I think it was Top Gear, but I'm not 100% sure. But basically, they took some kind of electric motor, attached it to a vehicle because they were building like an apocalypse car, and they just stuck like a big ass fucking they stuck a big old solar panel onto the roof of this convertible. And it actually ran like that. It looked dumb as hell. It looked dumb as hell. But like, imagine what we could actually do with the technology that we have now. I'm so hyped. And imagine that they actually make an electric Mustang that looks good instead of whatever the Mach-E is. I don't know who designed the Mach-E, but no. It's a Mustang, not an SUV. We don't need that. I don't care. And another thing while I'm thinking about it too, electric vehicles, you have the option to output individual power to each wheel easier. So think about what we could do for off-roading with electric vehicles. Like rock crawling is going to be so much easier because if you have one vehicle, or if you have one tire out of the four that just doesn't have any grip, or it's not even touching the ground, you can just redirect that power to the other three wheels and not waste energy on that one wheel, and it's just sitting there spinning.
Keep up the pressure. They'll make a mistake.
And on top of that, you don't have the drive shaft problem of if you lose like traction in one wheel, the other wheel on that axle is going to go out. I know that's not it with all vehicles, but that's going to be an easier fix with electric vehicles. At least as far as I know. I haven't really looked into how electric vehicles work quite yet. I probably need to. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't even know what the Tesla engine looks like. I have no clue. Although I imagine it probably looks like an Alienware PC. Big as shit. You could probably slap some RGB in there. Can you imagine popping the hood of your vehicle at a car show and it just starts like flashing rainbow? I'll say, yeah, I got LED all through this thing. God damn it. Alright. Yeah, I'm not catching up. What a place to downshift. What a place to fucking downshift. Now that I think about it too, electric engines probably don't need to have gears either. So, I wonder. Because what if we found a way to stick gears in an electric motor? Could we still, like, take manual shifting like we currently have with a digital motor? Imagine a CVT on an electric motor. You could probably hit speeds that make the Bugatti fucking cream its pants. Alright, we're gonna take a mulligan on that. Yeah, I may get off. I may end the stream after this race. I don't really ever stream for very long, do I? I don't know, it's probably just because I'm sitting here by myself acting a fool. Yo, whatever happened to Ludacris's music career, though? Like, he wasn't bad at all, but I feel like now he's known more for Fast and Furious than his actual music career. At least to me, it feels like that. That's not the way I want to go. That's the way I want to go. Gotta say, the last time I've seen Luda was I was watching what was it? The Comedy Central roast of Justin Bieber, where he was there with like Snoop Dogg, Shaq, and motherfucking Martha Stewart. Like, I don't know about you, but that's just a grouping that 10 years ago I would have never thought. And I think it may have come out 10 years ago, but me being me and behind on all the new stuff, I never would have thought that you would have gotten Ludacris, Snoop Dogg, Shaquille O'Neal, Martha Stewart, and Justin Bieber all on the same stage. But here we are. You got all these wildly different people. I think the only way it could have been better would possibly to have, like, my heart wants to say Paula Deen, but no. Paula Deen, I think we all know how that would have ended up. If you don't know about Paula Deen, y'all, I recommend looking it up for yourself. But to sum it up on my end, the best way I can describe it is the one Russian Badger clip, where it's just great food, incredible racism. She would not have been on that stage at all. You could not. Paula Deen, no. But her food is baller as hell. I'm almost afraid to check my phone because one, it's on the charger, and two, that's the second notification, and I'm not sure if that's my email or my text or the weather app where it's going off in the background. And I'm really hoping it's not text because nobody texts me unless it's important. And we're talking like life or death, I just put my car in a ditch important. At Nick. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry, buddy. But like on a serious note, nobody uses my the only times I get calls on my actual number is when it's like a family emergency or it's a scam call. Family emergency, work, and scam calls. That's the only time somebody contacts me on my actual number. Oh, this thing's fucking tank. But I don't have enough power to actually drift through the turns. Alright. Well, that's round 2 where we've lost. I'm just not on my game with this race, I tell you what. I'm just not here for it.
Loving this race. It's a street fight.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hold up, no, I can get sued for that. I mean, granted, they probably won't fuck with me because I only have single-digit subscribers. But, once again, capitalist America is fucking brutal. I'm not saying communism is the answer. I'm just saying America specifically, our brand of capitalism is absolutely fucking obnoxious. Like, it is just so out of hand. And we try to regulate these corporations, but I'll say paying off politicians is literally so commonplace that we have a name for it in the public eye. It's called lobbying, where we wait, where we have people who specifically wait in the lobby of Congress, and then they have gifts and they make promises and they will literally pay the politicians to, hey, you should vote this way. Like, usually they'll have reasons as well why the certain congressmen should vote the way they do. But they usually have gifts and other kickbacks and shit like that to go with it. And it's part of the problem with our whole system of government is that they're allowed to do that. And that's just a commonplace thing that everybody knows about, but nothing gets done about it. And man, I fucked that up. I don't know, do I want to get into Fallout 76? You know, I really want Fallout 76 to do like Destiny did, where it was like shit at launch, and then it got better and better with each update. Because I've heard the Wastelanders update was supposed to have done wonders for Fallout 76, but I don't really know. And then at the same time, I don't think anything can quite match Destiny. I know that Outriders is supposed to be getting close. I definitely want to try that. Definitely want to try that. Don't know that I will anytime soon. But like, everybody can compare Destiny to Borderlands and stuff. But Borderlands doesn't quite have the same open online that Destiny does, because Destiny is an MMO. Borderlands is just multiplayer. It's just like a, as far as I know, it's just a co-op campaign basically. While Destiny is like, it's an actual MMO with hub spaces, matchmaking, and all sorts of stuff like that. And from, you know, Anthem was supposed to be a Destiny killer. We see how that went. That's the third notification. Alright, damn. Let's see what's up. Oh, fuck. Somebody is texting me. Alright. Alright. My mother was texting me. So like I said, important. I really need to set like a specific text tone like for my parents. Because they don't normally text me unless like it's actually something important. Like, my parents are a little old-fashioned in that they'll call. They'll just like call. Because, you know, whenever you, like, voice call somebody, it's expected that you hold a conversation. And, you know, they enjoy that. I may not have much to say to them, mostly because outside of my opinions, which, let's be honest, I'm very abrasive. I don't really have much going on outside of, you know, basic things that they already know about. And what else am I going to tell them? Oh yeah, I was live streaming for 2 people today. You know, it's a good start. So, because their immediate reaction is going to be, oh, so you're playing games so that other people can watch you. Because it's like the reverse argument of, so you're watching people play games. Because I'm pretty sure everybody who watched YouTube through high school and who watches YouTube now, their parents are kind of like, so why are you watching people play this game instead of playing the game yourself? And then you have to make up some half-assed excuse like, oh, because they're better at the game than me, or because it's funny. And they're like, well, why don't you just play the game yourself? And it's like, it's kind of like the opposite of that. It's like, well, why don't you just sit back and enjoy the game? Or you play with your friends, isn't that enough? Because I don't know that that's how they're going to react, but I have a pretty strong suspicion that that's how it's going to be, and I'm just not ready for that conversation yet, not at least until I have like a good sized following, where I can show them like tangible proof that, hey, it's not just like a niche thing. Of course, you know, in today's YouTube climate as well, we're so oversaturated with new streamers that it's going to be very difficult to grow your channel without like a specific niche. Although I'm sure if I start streaming with my friends more, I could fill that niche kind of like Josh. Okay, we went from 2 viewers to 4. Hello, hi. I'm wondering if one of them is not Dagger's alternate account. I have a suspicion that it is, but I don't know. If this is not Dagger's alternate account, then hi, hello. How's it going, my man? It is I, a generic-ass white dude with, unoffensive opinions on the internet. How's it going? I'm mediocre at video games. Oh god, fuck. I really should pay more attention. This is the last lap. I was on a whole ass tangent and now I have no idea where I was. So I'm just gonna finish the race and then I'll see who all's here. I see that we're back down to 3 and there's a new comment. I will get to you as soon as I'm done with this race because I really don't feel like losing to the AI 3 times in a row. So I don't know about you, but that's just humiliating that you lose. I mean, granted, I nerfed my car so that it'd be a more even race, more interesting to watch in single player, but still, that's just bad. Okay. I probably should have went with the 7 speed so that I don't have to worry about the rev banging as much. Oh god. Oh, I may have fucked up. Oh, did I fuck up? Okay, we're good. Okay, we are Gucci. It's not? Oh, so we actually have another person. Too bad I cannot see channel names. But hi, welcome to Pillow World. Let me get up and greet ya. There, that's better. How you doing? What's good? How's it hanging? And now there's 5. Okay, we're reaching new heights. This kinda cool. So how's it going, my guys? What's up? It's your boy, Cable. I think I've already introduced myself once on stream, but hey! What's up? If you're not tired of my voice yet, you probably will be by the time I get off. I'm not gonna lie to you. What? Let me see, I'll go ahead and change to the 7 speed, because why not? Okay, it does have the same as the 6. I wonder. I don't want to put the dual turbo on this just because I use the dual turbo for everything else. I really wish the centrifugal was good because it has a certain sound to it that just, I don't know, man. It's like Ricardo. It's got that something that I need. There's a dated meme. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh. 2-day-old energy drink. Goes down to about as smooth as a 80 grit sandpaper. Let me tell you, energy drinks do not steep well at all. Especially not when it's mixed with Mountain Dew. Just a pro tip. Just a pro tip. Although I can say, if you do want to mix things, that Mango Monster, it goes, if you mix it with like pineapple juice and some Sprite, it goes really well. It may sound gross, but Mango Monster, Sprite, and some kind of fruit juice, honestly. It could be citrus, it could be whatever you want. I usually go with, I went with pineapple juice this last time. It was a big hit at the last party I brought it to. So, yeah. Highly recommend. Alright, so we're going back to the Interceptor. Yas. Pit potential. I should probably text my mother back.
I knew you couldn't pass up this opportunity.
Let's hope it's worth it.
Only one way to find out.
Okay, race is starting without me. God damn it, I had to send that text.
You haven't let me down yet. Don't start now.
The only problem with trying to text my mom on stream is that my phone is currently on a charger on the other side of the room. Because I neglected to charge it last night. Because I was like, oh yeah, it's at 80%. I can just leave it by my bedside table. I wake up and it's at like 50 and I'm like, well shit, I don't have time to charge it before I go to the dentist. So here we are.
Pretty good.
Yeah, my phone eats battery like it's nothing. I don't know what it is. But it just gobbles that shit like Cookie Monster does to some good old oatmeal raisin. You know, unpopular opinion, oatmeal raisin's not bad. Y'all just don't like having fruit in your pastries, okay? If you don't like oatmeal raisin, you probably don't like blueberry muffins with like actual blueberries in them. You want that like artificial blueberry flavoring in it instead of like actual blueberries. And you know what? That's between you and God. But chef may not judge, but I'm not chef. Okay? I'ma just put it out there. Oatmeal raisin may not be my favorite, but it's not bad. It's just a little different. Although I can say I don't appreciate the chewiness of the raisin in the cookie. Homemade oatmeal raisin is definitely not bad, especially the way my mom makes it. Because the cookie itself is like so tender. Like you basically have to eat it with a spoon. Like whenever it's fresh off the pan. It's actually really good. Unfortunately, I don't have my mom's cooking gifts. Although I'm sure if I put some time into it, I probably could. Say I'd like to start cooking more, but I'm also a lazy ass. Alright. I gotta say though, one of the things that I want to learn to bake by myself, my mom has this recipe for fish, and it's like it's got lemon pepper seasoning in it. It is so good. Oh, I love it, and I need to get that recipe from her so that I can start making it, because I'm not normally much for seafood. If I eat fish, I'm more of a freshwater fish kind of dude, but like it's still baller as hell. It's still baller as hell. Like, and granted, my mom's still not as good as cooking as my grandma is, but my grandma also has about 3 decades more experience than my mom does, so that's only natural. I was like, I'm just a young buck, I ain't got many skills. I can tie a fishing line knot, and I can bait a hook, but that's really about it. Well, I mean, and I can do, you know, geometry and calculus and shit, but when am I ever going to actually use that in retail, am I right? And then there were 2.
The car's with Rivera. Hope you like it.
And now I get the shitty ass Raptor in this game.
Won, but seeing how we raced out there today, I think
Oh
we'll
hey, the
hold
crew
our
just
own.
finished
Feds
downloading.
don't stand a chance.
If we ever need a refresher, I know where to come. In the meantime, Keep giving those cops hell. They deserve it.
Pit potential completed. Alright. So we'll go back to the garage, but this time we're selling that because, I'm gonna be honest, the Raptor, they did the Raptor dirty in this game. Like, they didn't even give it all-wheel drive. Like, why would you use a truck for off-road and then not use four-wheel drive? It's like when we had this most recent ice storm, and I saw a meme where it was like, this ice is gonna show which of these boys in the lifted trucks has all-wheel drive or not. And it's like, damn, we really gotta call him out like that. Also, I'm pretty sure that's meant to be like the EcoBoost V6, although I'm not 100% sure in all honesty. The Raptor could be so good in this game, but it's not. This one doesn't even look good to me in all honesty. It just looks like a pile of hot garbage. Okay, it's a hot mess. I realize it's the one out of Payback, but like, no. I am not about it. Not a fan. It's not a vibe. Not a vibe. What I am gonna do though is take my FT86. I realize it's technically a Subaru BRZ Premium, but let's be honest. It's the FT86. It's the new version of the AE86 Corolla, okay? The only thing it's missing is the pop-up headlights. That's the only thing it's missing. Actually, we need to take the parts off of that flat 4. Bro, Initial D and Eurobeat. I was watching something where it was the Eurobeat meme, where they take like the finale races to different movies and then they put the top on top of it. I love those kind of memes. But it's so unnecessary. It's just, they make it so extra, but it goes with almost all of them. It's great. Color me surprised. The V8 is the same as the flat 6. Yeah. The V8 is the... Technically... How are you going to have more horsepower, but then have less power on that end? I don't even know, man. I guess technically the V8 is the better option. I'd have to see how it drives. I really want this car to have a maxed out acceleration. Like, I've got all the track parts on it. But ain't nothing been working. I ain't been able to get nothing work for that. At all. And I kind of feel gypped, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel gypped. Like, how you gonna give the Miata max acceleration, but not the... Or, excuse me, not Toyota, the Subaru. Subaru. I'm gonna get a Subaru. See what rating, 290. I'm just gonna cut the stream off here because I do gotta go do laundry, and yeah, I will try to be back next week, hopefully. We'll see how things go. All right.